Welcome back, YouTube. In today's video, I'm going to go over the price action expectations around the time of the Doge 1 launch. And I believe this is really important because I know as the date gets closer, we're going to see a lot of movements and price actions on several different charts. And I didn't want the community or anyone to kind of get caught up into hype and stuff like that because I know that it happened greatly a few times last year on the last cycle. And it happens occasionally when the short charts here and the price action charts, we can kind of see the correlation. So I want to cover that today. So when we say something as large as the Dogecoin, Doge 1 going into space and the satellite and just pretty much just making history on a number of different fronts, this is going to be great for marketing of the coin, but also it's going to draw simply just a lot of attention to people who may not have even heard of Dogecoin, and it's going to have a lot of write-ups and stuff like that in the press as well. So typically when you have this type of expectation or this type of press, you can see spikes in the price, and nothing wrong with that. Typically when you have positive news and stuff like that, you're going to see a spike in price. But the thing I don't want anyone to forget about is what happens in Dogecoin when we see a spike in price, because we've had these types of announcements, not to this magnitude, but we've had several announcements. We've had the AMC partnership announcement, Elon coming out just simply stating that he's going to merge this or incorporate Dogecoin in something, or we're allowed to use Doge and the for purchases on Tesla.com. It's just a number of different things. And I have the shorts right here and I've circled them. This is pretty much what has happened 100% of the time. Any type of announcement came out, major announcement came out about anything pertaining to Dogecoin, right? So this was January 14th, January 26th, February 24th, April 6th, April 25th. And you can see there's a pattern here. And I'm not talking about just a small number of shorts that come in to kind of counteract price action. I'm talking about, I've seen upwards of 200%. I've taken screenshots and posted on Twitter. I've seen 176%, 200%, 215% just on a tweet, like an announcement, literally like within a very short period of time. And I know I addressed this yesterday. People saying, "Oh, it's just the bots, and the bots are trading based off of the tweets." I don't care what it is. Anything that is used to combat positive price action or the natural bump in supply and demand, that is manipulation. I don't care, bots, Russians, Martians, algorithms, whatever. It doesn't make a difference. It's all BS, and they're using it to try and counteract the price action to discourage momentum from going into an asset. So when we say something as large as the Doge 1 satellite coming, we're going to see something like this. I believe we're going to see shorts, if they're not already back at the 200-day moving average. We're going to see something like what we did in early January, where we're gapping the 200-day moving average, literally putting like buses in between the 200-day moving average and where the current short average is. This is something that I expect to happen around that time. Another thing is traders. Traders are going to come in, I believe, and try and turn a quick flip in this asset as well, just because they know that there's going to be a lot of momentum around there. And I do expect the price action. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we've seen Dogecoin spike up even to 12 cents or higher, if we're still like at the 7 to 8 cent range. So, and they're going to be hoping for this. So we're going to see a lot of money come into Dogecoin. It's a very high possibility we can see a lot of money come into Dogecoin for them to try and turn those 50% profits, 60% profits. And this is just going to push the coin up. So we may see shorts come in there several times to try and combat that price action. But during that window leading up to Doge, the Doge 1 rocket, it is very possible that we can see a strong climb. And some of you may be saying, "Well, David, that's great news. So why are you making the video?" Excellent question. I'm making the video because I do not want, for those of you that are long on Dogecoin or are thinking about getting Dogecoin, I do not want anyone to A, get FOMO around that time, or B, wait until around that time when you see it spiking and say, "Oh my God, we hit the bottom," and start buying at some of those higher numbers. Now, I do believe in the long term, all the prices that we're seeing now are great buys, but you have an opportunity here to get it lower versus from something that's being pumped up. So because after the Doge One rocket, we're going to see those traders, they're traders. The shorts are going to do what the shorts do, which is try and contain the price action or try and slow it down or prevent the a series of spikes here from getting FOMO and pushing the coin even higher. This is going to affect the stability of the coin the higher that it goes. The biggest thing that we can do for stability purposes and for Dogecoin having its true equilibrium of price is going to be utility, and then of course having access to our coins, because at the time of these previous spikes, even if we go back to May, of last year, we'll see that these shorts they're able to come up with however many shorts that they need to combat the current price action because they have access to literally over 80%. So they're able to come up with however many they need, even without wraparound tokens now, to combat price. So we have to be mindful of that and, kind of literally just remove the floor from underneath them by taking our coins off of the exchanges. Those are going to be the two biggest things for us actually reaching our true equilibrium. I went on record to say that I do believe that Dogecoin should have consolidated and stayed at somewhere at around like 25 cents. And even as the market breaks down even further, at that point, should we have started hitting those 16 and 12 cents mark. I do believe that we hit those levels prematurely, primarily because of the manipulation and the BS that we see in the market today to simply drive traffic away from the coin or control the price of the coin simply just by making it consolidate with the market artificially. So this is something that I expect to happen around that Doge One time frame. So if you're trading the coin, I'm not here to tell you how to play the coin or to not trade or whatever. If you're trading the coin and all that kind of stuff, obviously you'd want to get in early so that you can be on the front end or not need to kind of try and time the top here before you can have a great return. Otherwise, you're going to see a lot of those whales move coins relatively quickly to get control of the coin and to make the most amount of money. And you're also going to see shorts come in probably prematurely as well, because that's what they do. Because again, this is not about the money, but you're also going to see shorts try and come in at the top or come in at around evidence of a reversal and try and ride it back down to open up a window for them as well. So keep that in mind when you're looking at the price action around the Doge One time frame. Overall for Doge, this is really, really a great opportunity because you're exposing the coin to a lot of people and you're putting it back at the forefront of people's minds. I had a guy on Twitter tell me the other day, he was saying it doesn't matter, what people think as long as we buy and hold. And that is partially true. Typically, when you have a coin that has to have utility, the coin, the reputation of the coin and stuff like that, it matters greatly even outside of the community. Here's why. You can't take a Bitcoin approach with something with scarcity value that's not necessarily, it has to have a lot of utility to have stability or a stronger sense of stability and a more normal price action, because it outside of the community that's actually holding it, yeah, they can simply just say, okay, as long as we're holding it, then the coin is going to have a more natural equilibrium. Yes, there'll be shorts and stuff like that, but it won't see anything outside the normal, which is for crypto right now, it's still like 50-80% plus corrections, but you won't see like these crashes back down to zero as long as that community stays tight knit. When you have a coin that says, okay, well, we need utility in order to work, that means that we're going to have partnerships with a businesses whose primary currency may not even be in Dogecoin, maybe obviously like in fiat or there may be taking several crypto coins, and we're going to have a relationship or to maintain with these different entities. To go a step further, we have to build relationships where whoever accepts Dogecoin, especially as we get some of these major retailers, that the Dogecoin community is actually supporting those transactions so that it's attractive to these major retailers to say, hey, look, Dogecoin, these people are literally showing up and they're literally knocking out the water. It's to our benefit that we accept Dogecoin because we know that they're going to come in and support the coin wherever it's being accepted at, so that we're going to have an opportunity here to make some money as well. As Dogecoin grows and its name gets attached to some of these larger projects like the Doge One, this is going to help open up doors for Doge. So these partnerships, despite price action or whatever may happen, these types of catalysts are really, really make a big difference here, especially in the long term, because Dogecoin is not something that just popped up 6 months ago and they're like, oh my God, will it crash to zero? Will it pull a Luna or something like that? Like, we're not sure. Dogecoin's been around for a long time. Dogecoin is still a top 10 cryptocurrency. Dogecoin has partnerships with a few multi-billion dollar organizations. So as we build up that catalog, this is going to become a lot more attractive to people who are looking to do business or even considering doing business with cryptocurrency. Because remember, cryptocurrency is still not massively adapted yet. So we have a long way to go in the market. And Dogecoin, all these, you can consider like Doge One and all these different catalysts, like literally like pinning a medal to the shirt. This is going to be the things that, that's going to be the deciding factor as to which coins get picked up and which coins can attract the market even after a reset in the crypto market. I do expect a bump up in price from Dogecoin around this time, but we're going to have to keep an eye on the shorts to kind of see, how aggressive they're going to be. But overall, a turnaround in the market, I do not believe we're going to see until we get some of the macros addressed, which are things like energy, inflation, liquidity, our margins in the market, what's going to happen in the real estate sector, and then, of course, our runaway interest on these 10-year yields. We need answers in some major sectors in the economy before I can say, oh, it's, we're on the next bull run and stuff like that. So again, I know you're going to see some videos and stuff like that, especially if we get a few green days in the market. You're going to start seeing some more videos on YouTube with the next bull run and these price predictions to the moon and all this kind of crap. Just kind of don't forget about the macros. Do not forget about the macros and the reasons that we're having these breakdowns in the market. Those issues have not been addressed yet, so we cannot possibly be out of this. I hope you found value in this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.